Welcome grade 10 students to your 2021-2022 course selection video. It's that time of year again where we start talking about what classes you need to choose for next year. And now that you're almost halfway through high school, it becomes really important you select the right classes that will put you on the right path to do what you want to do once you finish high school. Just want to remind you, there's lots of support in this building to help you through this process. Yes, because of COVID, we are relying on you to do this process at home more than we have in the past. But because you've done it before, we know that you are more than capable to do this. Saying that, please remember we have all our teachers in our building, our 3 counselors at Student Services, Ms. Armstrong, Ms. Liwaldi, and Mr. Berg to help you through this. And obviously another really important resource that you should be utilizing are your parents or guardians. Your parents can help you make some really important decisions regarding class selection for next year. So really we have 2 parts to this process this year. So today is the start of the first part where we're again just introducing you to all the different classes and options that are available to you at the grade 11 level for you next year. Following, I guess 2 weeks later, for January 25th to 29th is when our teachers will again go with you through all the procedures that you need to go through to actually sign up for your choices on Maplewood. Like I said, you've done this before, so hopefully it's just a reminder so that you can go and select all your classes. Course selection opens up February 1st and then remains open till February 22nd. Please remember, it's really important to meet these deadlines because this will ensure that your choices are locked in and you have way more of a chance to get the classes that you want if you can make sure that this is finished within that timeline. So the next piece, they'll throw it over to Student Services so that they can give you some of that support. And then following that, you'll be able to go through that PowerPoint slideshow where teachers will be letting you know all the different options that you have for classes next year. So good luck with selecting one of your classes. If you have any questions, please ask someone to help. And thank you for listening today.
Hello, I'm Ms. Armstrong, one of the school counselors here at Tommy Douglas. Today we're talking about course selection, and there's many steps that we can take in terms of our course selection process. So we can talk to a variety of people about course selection, such as your specific subject teachers. So if you're wondering what sort of math stream that you should take, talk to your math teacher, see what they might recommend. You may want to talk to an adult at home about those future ambitions. And it's okay not to know what you want to do for the rest of your life yet, but if you have some idea about those future ambitions, it may indicate the types of courses that you need to take in high school. And of course, you can make an appointment to see one of us in the school counseling office to talk about course selection. And so you probably know by now, but there are 3 of us counselors. Ms. Liwaldi works with grade 9s and 11s. Mr. Burke works with grade 10s and 12s. And I help out with grades 10, 11, and 12. And I'm half-time here in counseling. Here's our photos, just so you know who you're looking for. And your best bet, there's a QR code located across from our office that you can scan to request an appointment. Or send us an email and ask to come see us to talk about course selection. We'd love to help you. And we'll talk about post-secondary planning as well, as that may indicate what sort of classes you want to take. Or if you just want to check to make sure the classes you're thinking of taking works towards graduation and your post-secondary plans. You should have received an invite by now to your graduating class site. So it might be the graduating class of 2022, 23. And so on that Google Classroom, we'll be posting course selection information, but we also post a variety of other resources and information. If you haven't yet received an invite, pop down to Student Services, let us know so we can get you connected on our Google Classroom, as there's lots of very valuable resources located on there. It's important to know to graduate that there's a variety of requirements. You need to have 24 credits to graduate. And you need to complete some mandatory requirements, which you'll see on the 4-year plan document. When we talk about mandatory requirements, these are classes that you have to take in order to get your high school diploma. We'll also sometimes talk about electives. So electives are courses where you get to choose what you want to take, and those credits do work towards graduation as well. And then you'll notice sometimes that there are prerequisites to the courses that we're taking. So a prerequisite says you must have this class before you can take the next one. An example would be you must have physical science 20 in order to take chemistry 30. So physical science 20 is a prerequisite. So when you're taking a look at what classes to take, in grade 10, everyone takes 10 credits with a full schedule. And in grade 11 and 12, we want to continue to monitor those credits to make sure you're on track. If you do that 8 credits a year in 10, 11, and 12, that gets you to 24. Or maybe you have 10 credits in grade 10, and then you'd be able to take a few more spares in grade 11 and 12 if you want. It's really up to you, but we want to make sure that you're working towards that 24 credits to graduation and then making sure you have the requirements for any post-secondary programs you want to attend. It's important to check the grad plan, which is located in the course selection booklet. The graduation plan shows you how to get to grad, what it is, those mandatory requirements, what are the elective options that you might have, and you want to check these on here. So you'll see in grade 10, which classes you have to take, grade 11 and 12. Just a part of the document is here on the slide, and the rest of it is located in the course selection booklet. So I encourage you to take a look.
Salut dixième. Hey grade 10s. For those of you who don't know me, I am Madame Lafrenière, or Madame Laff, and I am the core French teacher here at Tommy Douglas. If any of you out there really wanted to take French last year or this year, but just couldn't get it into your schedule, don't worry, you can take it next year. You would, however, have to start in French 10, and then, which is usually in semester 1, and then take French 20 in semester 2. In doing so, this still allows you to be a part of the trips that will go forward when it is safe to do so. So in French 10, we do have the trip to Quebec, and in grade 12 for French 30, we have the trip to France. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate. Come up to my room, room 206, come and see me, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Merci, au revoir. Thanks, bye. Salut dixième. Voici une liste des cours que vous suivront en 11e année. N'hésitez pas de venir me voir si jamais vous avez des questions. J'imagine que vous passeriez à travers cela en classe, mais encore une fois, n'hésitez pas de venir me voir. Merci. Au revoir.
Hey everyone, Mrs. Flaman here to talk about grade 11 English. So grade 11 is a pretty cool year because we offer a lot of choices in English. You do need to take your English 20, but there is only the one course that you have to take this time. And the themes that you're going to be looking into are starting out in life with the person you're beginning and becoming to be, and then establishing and realizing who you are. So with that grade 11 course, much like with grade 10, you can also take the Enriched Section. It does not matter if you didn't take the grade 10 section, you can join in at any time. But again, if you like reading, if you like writing, if you like digging into literature a little bit further, this would be the course for you. As always, if you have questions about Enriched English, talk to myself, Ms. Flaman, or to Ms. Nairn, or to Mr. Green, and we can hopefully answer any questions you have. At this point, you also have the option to take creative writing. So if you love writing, you enjoy being a storyteller, if even you're thinking about something like maybe screenwriting, this might be the class for you. You can select it as one of your electives. We've also got media studies as an option. Looking at all things media, being a consumer, a creator, a critic. It's a really cool course.
At the 20 level, there are a variety of choices for the social science credit. Do you find any of these entertaining? Well, then you should take History 20. If you don't take History 20, you may end up like Lloyd.
No way!
Now, if you want to be like Lloyd and still don't want to take History 20, there are other options, and they include Law 30, Indigenous Studies 20, and Psychology 30. Law 30 is the study of Canadian law. Indigenous Studies 20 is the study of international Indigenous peoples and their comparison to experiences of Indigenous peoples in Canada. Psychology 30 is the study of developmental psychology. You can also choose to take more than one if you wish and get credit for graduation for each one.
Hi, grade 10s, Ms. Hamilton here. I'm going to share with you some of the options you have for selecting courses for your grade 11 year. Really important by the end of grade 11 that you have that credit at a 20 level. So we want you to have either Foundations 20 or we want you to have Workplace and Apprenticeship 20. So those are the two courses. Some of you actually might already have that requirement, and if that's good, any of the math classes you choose are an elective. But if you do not have a Workplace and Apprenticeship 20 or a Foundations 20 credit, you need to obtain those in grade 11. So if you are looking to get to Workplace 20 so that you have that requirement to graduate, you need to make sure you have Workplace 10. If you have that, then we move down the pathway. Do you have Workplace 20? If you do, you are good to go on that elective place. But if you don't have Workplace 20, that is the course you need to select for next year. Then from there, if you want to continue taking math classes, your option would be to select Foundations Pre-Calculus 10. Now, if you have the Workplace 20 credit, your elective then to choose would be Foundations Pre-Calculus 10, second semester Foundations 20, if you are looking to continue on with your math pathways. Okay, once you have that math Workplace 20, you have that requirement to graduate. And I cannot stress this enough. It's so important that you ensure you have that. If you're looking at getting Foundations 20, so in grade 10, you may have taken Workplace 10 and then Foundations Pre-Calculus 10. If that was you and you have those two credits, then what we would recommend for you is to take the Workplace 20 credit, and then the Foundations 20 credit is optional to take as a second semester class. Once you have that Workplace 20, you have the requirement to graduate. Some of you last year in grade 10 took Foundations Pre-Calculus 10 and then Foundations 20. Again, that Foundations 20 then is going to be that requirement to graduate. After that, you can choose as electives Pre-Calculus 20 and Foundations 30. And these arrows are just showing you that it doesn't matter the order that you take those two courses in. You can take either one of them first, but it's just important that if you're wanting to take them, that you select both of them on your course registration. Best advice, ask your math teacher. I understand that some of you might not have math now, but please make sure you go to a Google Classroom and ask a question, or find your teacher's classroom and ask them. We are more than happy to help you select a class.
All 20-level science classes have Science 10 as a prerequisite course. Environmental science introduces students to terrestrial ecosystems, aquatic ecosystems, atmospheric systems, and climate change and pollution issues. The course focuses on the environmental impact of human activity and how sustainable development can protect our resources and natural environments. In health science, students are introduced to several major topics, including nutrition and its impacts on our health, how the human body systems function and what causes various diseases and disorders, how those issues can be diagnosed and treated, as well as different approaches to healthcare and medical ethics. Physical Science 20 is a course that combines physics and chemistry into a study of matter and energy. Topics include waves and light, the mole, chemical reactions and stoichiometry, and heat energy transfer. This course is the prerequisite for Physics 30 as well as Chemistry 30. Computer Science 20 is an introduction to computer hardware and computer programming. This course focuses on an introduction to computer processes, including loops, arrays, if statements, and data manipulation. You will use BASIC and Java to develop an understanding of program flow, animation, and design.
Hi there, my name is Mr. Cuff, and I'll be walking you through some of the fine arts options that we have here at Tommy Douglas. For music classes, guitar, choral, and band. These performance-based classes offer students an opportunity to express themselves through music. Guitar classes lend themselves well to independent study, where students can learn to grow at their own pace, also while learning to play as a group. where choral and band are primarily learning to play as an ensemble. There are multiple different genres explored in both band and choir in effort to appeal to any listener. The Tommy Douglas Dance Academy welcomes everyone regardless of your dance experience, gender, or body type. Our classes offer you an opportunity to learn fun dances with your classmates in a variety of styles like lyrical, contemporary, jazz, street, and hip-hop choreography, as well as cultural dances. Our classes enjoy performing at school pep rallies, special assemblies, sporting events, and our own recitals. You can check out some of our virtual performances on our Tigers Dance Instagram page. Arts Ed, otherwise known as musical theater, is a great way to get involved and meet others, as the student roster is usually north of 50 people. This class is a combination of singing, dancing, and acting, where we typically put on a full production in May. Past productions have included Little Mermaid, Grease, Newsies, and many more. This is a popular class that ends up building very fond memories for our graduates and for our community. Drama offers an opportunity to craft your skills with acting. Students that are more kinesthetic and have energy to burn often enjoy the physicality of acting and performing, where you can pretend to play a different role other than your true self. Highlights of this course include writing and performing one-act plays, speaking in a different dialect, and improvisation. Visual art is a studio class that asks for the student to creatively express themselves in a variety of media. The primary focus is personal art production with a few theory projects including art history and criticism. Overall, if any of these classes excite you, please take a risk and you will be rewarded with a great experience and a memorable product.
In Photography 20, student photographers experience the world of macro work and use professional studio SLR cameras to take their photos. We continue to improve skills on Photoshop while dabbling in the studio with water drop, water reflection, light box advertising, model shoots, studying effective lighting, and the composite selfie project. Photo 10 is highly recommended. Please take a chance to look at the past student work displayed in front of you. In Information Processing 20, we look at the use of technology in your personal and professional life. We look at the intermediate level use of Microsoft Office, Adobe Photoshop, and Adobe Premiere Pro. We look at web design and an introduction to graphic design, and we create digital portfolios.
Hey, present grade 10s, it's Miss Carter, the Career and Work Education teacher and facilitator for Tommy Douglas. CWEX 10 is a 1-credit class where you will evaluate your personal self, explore career pathways including post-secondary opportunities, and get 50 hours of work experience outside the school. Who wouldn't want to do that? Building your self-confidence during the creation of an online portfolio which will house your successes, resume, and goals. We will practice interview skills, update your resume, learn our rights and responsibilities as a worker, and explore labor standards. If you're planning on pursuing a trade, start collecting those apprenticeship hours in CWEX 20. Anyone interested in being a fire cadet should take this class and talk to Ms. Carter immediately.
In our 20-level drafting program, you'll have the opportunity to dive deeper into our 2-dimensional drafting as well as our 3D modeling, and dive a lot deeper into understanding all the technologies around 3D printing. In our robotics program, you will have the opportunity to learn about a number of different electronic components, be able to utilize those components in circuits that you build and design, and then learn how to use computer software to control electronic circuitry. In this course, you'll have the opportunity to learn multiple areas that are related to the residential construction field. We'll dive into learning how to design homes through architectural drafting and design. We'll learn how to do residential wiring installations, and we'll also get into how to build structures through framing walls, roofs, and floors.
During your time in intermediate woodworking, we'll be expanding your knowledge from the grade 10 shop class where we work with solid lumber, and we'll be adding in some techniques and usage of sheet goods. We'll be building a cabinet for a good majority of the semester, and then we're also going to learn about the process of upcycling and marketing the project that we create and also selling it.
Physical Education 20 can be taken in grade 11 as a 20 level credit and elective. Wellness 10 is a prerequisite. We are out of the building on a regular basis using different facilities for sports, training, and a variety of activities. We also have Physical Education 20 All Female. This course is designed to provide students who identify as female the opportunity to experience a wide range of lifelong physical activities. Students may take this course or Phys Ed 20 in addition to High Performance 20 for credit as well. If you're looking for a class where you can be active, build habits and skills to lead a healthy lifestyle and have fun, this is the class for you. We also have High Performance and Psychology 20, which is new to Tommy Douglas, running in its second year next year. This new course is designed to provide students with the opportunity to further their physical training ability and knowledge while developing an understanding of how different factors impact athlete performance. We can't wait to see you in one of our classes.
Tommy Douglas has a variety of supports for students in our building. So one of those supports is for students who are English as an additional language. These are students who are bilingual or multilingual and have a first language other than English. And so in these classes, the EAL teachers provide support with one-on-one help. They help students with schoolwork and communicating, and they also help with learning a new language. It's really an awesome learning community. Students also have more time to finish their work and prepare for exams and connect with services such as Open Door and other services for newcomers. And students who take EAL classes usually have more success in their other classes. If you have questions, please talk to Ms. Bandula, Ms. Jorgensen, or any of the counselors for additional information. Students can also seek resource support, which is an elective for any grade. So a resource class is a good fit for you if you require extra time to complete your assignments, you benefit from support to prepare for or write exams, you need assistance with study skills and time management, you would like someone to advocate for your needs at school, you need a safe and calm environment to work on homework, and you work best with small student-to-teacher ratio, including a lot of one-on-one support. In resource classrooms, you have time to work with a resource teacher to help with your work. Resource supports work from other classes, and students do not receive a credit for this class. However, if you need these assistance, it's a good class to sign up for because it will help you in getting your other credit.
Hey, thanks again for listening. And now's the time to go find out more information about all the classes that we just talked about in this slideshow. So please go search out for those teachers in those different subject areas and ask the questions you need to ask so you can make an informed decision for course selection this year. Take care, and we'll see you again January 25th to 29th for part 2 of course selection.